land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid? Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Ourea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Ourea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Ourea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Werik chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Ourea came to town with their Werik, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Weriks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Yeah, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Weriks come and go. Some last as long as Melon. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Weriks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werik has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Ourea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for a great prophet is coming, they said. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could...
I want to know more about this daemon. Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Ourea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine.
Well, now I'm definitely interested.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Ourea or Thunder's drum. Might be worth a shot. You seem sad, stranger.
Yes. A sudden day. I'm Lelai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it...
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are...
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place?
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent? Deep in, silenced by rising waters.
The machine spirit.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banu Kai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banu Kai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banu Kai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the soil of earth like a spring. You bid me come, she said. My people need aid. Will you provide it? The machines whispered to Banu Kai. We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must.
Shall we all die beneath
But the cost will be great. Banu Kai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest.
It feels like it's been forever since the coolies started her painting. When will it be finished?
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are, and the world is so... From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs news stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew. But a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
You'll find no glory here, Outlander. The code.
Okay, if I want to know how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find a Rhea. And for that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the Old Ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't wrong. But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right, I'll keep watch too.
I'll tuck that away. Think of summer sun. Breathe through the trees. What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last. Encased in ice. It fell a long time ago. But the scavengers have just gotten started. The scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. He knows what's inside its head. That was worth it. Ogren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far. Outlanders. Large outlanders.
I hope the ceasefire lasts. No stomach for killing other Karja. My bones are tired. I've been working too damn hard.
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far. That must be Natuk digging out of that tower. I wish they'd send a pulse or signal. Interesting. Maybe I could override it. fascinating. They weren't looking for me. Safe. For a few minutes, anyway. There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built. go on forever. Scrabbling a bit. Must be the cave that shaman told me about. Long way down. And not natural either. Here's one of the metal birds. If I could move that flying machine over a little. Something's been hacked out of it. Maybe I can find another of these flying machines. I could use my focus to look around. Maybe there's some way to get that flying machine over here. Could be. Huh. Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across. Just have to go up.
Think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines. They have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock and Sierra Echo.
If I... Should have brought a cart.
I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance. And security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
No one's touched this machine since it got sealed in here. Shouldn't be hard to remove. I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge. They saw me. This is it. For me? So this thing will improve my spear.
Deep din, silenced by rising waters. No more music. Blood saw to that. Water lapping on old stone. That's a sound to sleep to, not live to. Oh, I'm glad my father isn't around. It would torment him to see his legacy drowned. One day, Stone of the Din was dry. The next, the flood came. Deep Din, silenced by rising waters. No more music. Blood saw to that. Water lapping on old stone. That's a sound to sleep to, not live to.
Is this what...
Hush, hush. A shaman's secrets are not spoken aloud.
Is this what you wanted me to find?
Bind it to your spear. Use it to attach this for now. You'll find more, I'm sure.
Why are you helping me?
The blue light is fading. The machine songs are ending, and what does the Conclave do? They sit, they chant, they observe. No more. We must fight for it. And you are a fighter. We share a cause.
I'm not sure we do. I'm not even sure what the cause is. But I'm grateful.
No need for thanks. Only action.
Now I can attach modification parts to my spear. Works for me. Might as well get started improving my spear. Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the dip? Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing? Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. Looks like most of the facility is underwater.
It's okay. Like, how do we want to start this farewell thing?
Piece is missing. Not getting in here without it. The lock positions. Helpful. Someone's been through here. Not that long ago. Are you all right?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. The forge gone cold. But nope, nope. Not old Gildan.
You're... welcome? Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me.